Just before we start, though, I'd like to get some idea of who's in the audience. If you would raise your hand if you're with a client, if you're on the marketing client side, I'd like to know kind of what we have here. Okay, and those in the agency services side. Okay, so the people on the client side are here for answers, and the other people are here to spy on you guys and all your ideas.
At least the agencies today don't seem to operate as much just in the marketing and communications departments. We find ourselves operating in the IT department, customer service, HR. Basically, our clients, I think, are challenging us with taking those brand campaign ideas across all of their audiences, external, internal, online, offline.
We have some relationships where we're agency of record, and then we have others where we are part of a roster and we collaborate with other agencies. We, stay in our own swim lanes is a term that our clients use to make sure that different agencies are working together in a complementary fashion, not competing. So we really find 4 or 5 verticals that we know really well: CPG, financial, etc. And we try to stay within that space. It's a very complex and chaotic digital atmosphere out there. Our clients are scared, our clients are confused, and that's what they pay us for. And if I tried to be all things to all people, it would be very, very challenging. So we stick to these verticals, we get to know the client.
And one of the really interesting things I think, and that I'm personally very excited about with the proliferation of video, is that we're kind of going back to what used to happen, where companies were actually sponsoring television content, and now they're just creating it. So now we're TV producers also. So in some cases, very literally, like Netflix, who's now producing 4 episodes of Arrested Development. But there's other ways that we're doing it less expensively with smaller known brands by doing web series.
It's really pretty basic. It's about going in and being a good listener, listening to what the marketing issue on the table is, and really understanding what's important to the consumer. So, and not letting our clients get too focused on the 10 things they want to tell consumers versus the 2 things that are really important to that consumer. Because if we tell them 10 things, they're going to walk away and remember nothing. If we tell them 2 things, we have a pretty good chance that they're going to remember something when they're done with us.
When it comes to creative excellence as an ideal, we, from the very, very beginning, have been big believers in the notion that there's more than one great idea out there for any given problem. And I think that if and when you doubt that, as soon as you think that if a client says, we really want to be emotional, and you're thinking, no, you really need humor, or vice versa, or we want to do testimonials, and we're thinking, well, you really don't want to bore somebody with testimonials. As soon as you go through a one show or CA, go back to the last 2 or 3 years of it, you'll find an example of great advertising done in the genre that you just said can't be done. Because the books are full of great work from all over the world, all facing the same problems that we face. And so with that belief that there's more than one great idea, the search for creative excellence for us is not, there's not only one place to be creatively excellent. And if we can identify the world that the client wants to live in, that they are more comfortable speaking in this kind of voice, it's important to us that a client feel that they love their work and are proud of it and can talk it up to their own employees, and we as an agency then gain that momentum.
But I think that one of the early questions was, is there a role for a traditional agency? And I agree, I don't necessarily know what a traditional agency is, although I don't think I ever worked in one. But the the fact is, I think there is still a role for a mix of media in what customers do.
The panelists have nothing more to do for the rest of the afternoon, so they will be here to answer your questions. If you would like to go to any of them with a question or a resume, please feel free to do so.